Wow, hey, there we go. My mic wasn't working. No wonder. Oh, I guess I get to say that all again. That's okay. Thank you for letting me know. Hi, Maria and Simi and Will. My volume was down. Yes, no, that was silly of me. Anyway, let me reiterate all that stuff again with the same level of gusto. Welcome to class today. This is our first allocated editing day, where you have an opportunity to ask some questions about WeVideo, refresh some stuff if we forgot some things. If you're coming across some issues, then we can work through some stuff together, and I can help troubleshoot. I can demo some things if you want to know how to do things again. We will have the second and final allocated editing day on Thursday, and then our project is going to be due by the start of class on Monday, May 19th. That will allow us to do some screening, and if our screening spills into Wednesday, that's fine. There is most likely going to be a reflective assignment after this project, just because I want to hear from everyone in regards to some of the hurdles or obstacles or troubles that they had, seeing as how this was the first endeavor in us not only putting a project together, but shooting that project at home as well. And I'm just kind of curious to get that feedback from everybody and see how that went. I've heard from some folks that have had some issues, and we've done some creative problem solving, so that's been good, but I want to hear from everyone. So we can use this time to work together. If you want to get into WeVideo and start working on your project with me one tab over, so that if you do come into an issue, then that's perfectly fine. If you want to use this time to get work done for other classes so that it frees you up to edit later, or knowing like, yeah, I'm going to edit after dinner, maybe I'll just take care of some homework for another class now, that's perfectly fine too. I want you guys to feel like you can budget your time as need be, but I wanted to make sure that I was here for you if we needed anything. So I'm glad to see you guys come out. If you're here in the chat, Maria, Simi, Will, give me a quick update. Just let me know where you are with your project. Hopefully you've moved past shooting, or at least got most of it done, and are ready to transition to that edit phase. If you're into an edit, fantastic. Just let me know where you're at. I'm curious where we are. Most of. Okay, most of is good. Maria, give me a percentage. Where are we sitting? 80%, 90%, 99%, 12%? That wouldn't be most. And then I guess if do you feel comfortable in being able to finish the rest of your shooting and get the edit done by next class without, I don't know, I don't want to say cramming, but like feeling extra pressure, like this is too much? I know that I feel like there was enough time from the start of the project till when it's due. I don't know what else you're balancing, of course, with your workload, which is why I gave an extended period of time. But let me know if it's if we feel like it's going to be a little stressful getting done. 90% is a good number. Will's got his stuff uploaded, and he's going to start editing today. Awesome, Will. Fantastic. Matt, what are the current issues? Fill me in. I thought once we got you logged in, you were good to go, sir. Whoop, 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 whoop. going to jump into WeVideo myself. It's gonna be me. Oh, that's fine. Okay, awesome, great. That's fantastic. So one of the added things with this project, of course, on top of everything, is just making sure that you're managing and budgeting your time wisely. So, you know, if you're taking care of other stuff, and there's going to be a balance there that hopefully this far into our digital learning process, everyone's starting to kind of develop how they work best. And pushing everything off to the end is not the way to do it. So if you got a game plan, you're on the right track. Other instructions once you got in. Matt, I've been giving those instructions since we first got into WeVideo. It's in several of our live streams. I can show you now. Make sure my desktop is set up correctly. That should be correct, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, Matt, so once you log in, and there are 5 users waiting to join, that ain't going to happen. Once you log in, you need to find, and this is for the second project or the first project. You got to play some catch up here. So the first project, in order for you to find, you need to go into your main dashboard here. Once you log in, and you go to projects, and you're going to go to projects that are shared with you. Okay. Now, I've got some projects from students that were shared incorrectly, which is why I have them here. But you're going to have a project here that I've shared with you. And when you go into that project, I don't even think I have it open anymore, or I think I deleted it. When you go into that project, you're going to go over to My Media, and then you're going to go down to Project Media. And there's going to be a folder there, or there's going to be a folder there, but there's going to be clips there in that project. So those are the clips that are attached to the practice video project that I've provided, and then the guidelines for that project are posted up on Google Classroom in the assignment section, so you can see that there, making sure that you're following all those requirements. So that is, from there you should be good to go. Hey, Blessing. Yeah, I started talking before I turned my microphone on. Well, it was on. I didn't bring my levels up, so that was my fault. But you didn't miss much. I repeated everything again. I just kind of outlined the calendar. Today is our first. It's our first allocated shooting day. And so this is a time to get some extra help with editing in WeVideo if we need it. This is a time to help troubleshoot if we're having issues getting video clips into WeVideo, or just any sort of like technical help. This is what I'm here for. And our second and final allocated editing day is going to be next Thursday. Before the project is due on Monday. Except Blessing, I see that you've turned in your video already, which is fantastic. In fact, I'm going to start to go through, and actually what I'll do, Blessing, since you were the first one to turn in, which is excellent, I'm going to create a post just for turning yours in. But you'll be good. We got yours. You're okay. Okay, so let me get it going. I was going to do it tomorrow, but I'm starting to see some stuff trickle in. Classwork. Assignment. How I probably should do this individually, huh? This is TV production. Oh, TV production 3 is Friday. Due date. Due date. Okay, and assign. Matt, no, we're looking to keep it between that window with the intent of being succinct with stuff. Otherwise, I mean, the how-to video, honestly, depending on what it is, could be a half an hour long if you really wanted it to be. So it's going to put you in a position to. Sorry, there's a bug I'm trying to catch. It's going to put you in a position to, really scrutinize what is the key information and make sure that you are capitalizing on every second that you have. So if that means that for example, if your step-by-step process, oh, I got him, and he's dead. If your step-by-step process is really intricate, then your introduction and your outro is going to be really short. Because you don't want to take up a lot of time covering stuff that isn't directly related to your how-to. Whereas some projects, the step-by-step is really simple, and so you're going to take a little bit longer with your introduction and setup before you get into the step-by-step instruction. So we definitely want to aim, if you're hitting 230, keep it as close to 230 as you can get. And sometimes, depending on the content, it's a little bit it's beneficial for your audience. You want to be as informative as possible, but when it comes to trying to learn something, a lot of people want to try and just get to the root of what they're learning quickly. And so I know in following some of the YouTube analytics stuff. People tend to watch shorter videos more frequently than they do longer videos. So like if I'm looking up a cooking recipe, I want to see how to make this dish in 4.5 minutes, not 20 minutes. So, and I know that's me personally, but the analytics suggest that the shorter videos tend to get watched more. Once you get into hardcore YouTube analytics, they tell you that, or it tells you that longer videos with high retention are better for the back end stuff, but that doesn't mean people are actually watching it. Little inside baseball. Because I love analytic stuff like that. I don't know why. Matt, were you able to get into the practice edit project the way I showed you? I'm just curious if that worked for you. I want to make sure that you're on the right track here. Awesome. Great, Matt. That's fantastic. So I guess we're pulling a little bit of double duty, which I know, given your experience, is probably not too much of an intense workload. But please, thank you for being so responsive to emails and stuff. Try and get these projects in. Well, obviously the how-to video due on Monday, but the practice video, try and get to me as soon as you can, but like don't put off other work. Obviously take care of your stuff. I would rather have it than not have it. And I know progress reports are going out today. So obviously once there's a great update, I will, I can always email home and just tell mom, hey, this came in, but it's now added and grades changed, just to keep her afloat. But good, I'm glad that you're able to get into it. All right, going to close out a WeVideo, only because it will kick me out if I don't use it for a while. Ooh. I wonder if it's gotten any warmer out. I hope so. I want to go outside for a bit today. Let me pull up my grade book here, Matt, just to double check. There's not that many grades in. We've had the survey, the practice edit, and the pre-production worksheet. So if we're missing that one, and it seems like that's the only, oh my God, yeah, getting the practice one in is going to change it substantially, because it is a project grade, and project grades are weighted a little bit heavier than homework assignments. So yeah, that's going to jump drastically, for sure. Just make sure. All right. The one thing that will hurt is if you try and rush through it and get it in, please make sure you're following the project outline. If you go over to, let's pull it over here. My desktops are, I got two monitors back. So let me go back here. Let's get to our class. Matthew, make sure for the practice edit here. All right, we take a look at this PDF. All right, it's not a lot of requirements, but there are things that I'm going to want to see. So just make sure you're following this like list of things, hitting the time mark, and you should be in good shape. All right. But if we turn in a video that doesn't follow this at all, then that's where it becomes problematic. And I had some people turn something in, they just ignored all of that for some reason. So don't do that, but you'll be in good shape. Oh. I'm going to check the weather. Woo! Sunny but breezy. A little chilly out there. Definitely a pants and a flannel kind of day. No, I didn't, Matt. Fill me in. What is this like a Raritan petition, or is this just like a national like petition to cut the school year early? I don't know if they can do that. I mean, I guess arguably the governor can make a statement and say that we're going to close early, but he didn't. No, fill me in. Let me know. I'm curious. Braden's here. I'm so sorry. I just saw that message, Braden. Just finished editing? Like the edit's finished? Dunzo? Riding a bike is complete? Hopefully you worked it in with all the weird weather we've been having. It seems like every other day it's rainy or sunny. A national one? Interesting. No, I didn't hear about that. National. Interesting. Interesting. I'll have to look at that. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to gain any traction nationally, especially since some states are saying we don't care, we're going to open up early anyway. So it doesn't seem to make sense that those folks care about, the virus at all. But we're also kind of, unfortunately, so close to the end that I don't think cutting it short is going to make really any difference. I understand that, families have to worry about stuff and take care of stuff. And I'm sure the families, even locally, that have to worry and take care of that kind of stuff have been and have not been doing school. But, for a large percentage of people that aren't directly impacted, like, don't have the virus in their family, there's no reason for them to not be in school and trying to get some stuff done and learned. Right? It's all about long-term stuff. Not being in school is not a good thing. Oy. I jinxed it. I said the sun was out and now it's gone. But it'll be back. It'll be back. On that note, Matt, I hope everything is going okay with your family and you. You don't have to share or say anything in the chat. I don't want you to feel like I'm putting you on the spot. But, I obviously hope everyone is doing the best that they can. I got a message or an email yesterday from my sister-in-law who sent an invitation for my niece's 3-year-old birthday party in June. And I didn't have the heart to be like, no one's going to come to that. I'm sorry. But my family's pretty much been on lockdown since this started. And, we missed holidays. We missed my birthday. So I don't think it's going to happen. I felt really bad, but I don't see why we wouldn't be off Memorial Day. I mean, it's a national holiday. So I'm pretty sure that Monday will be off. Yes. And then my understanding is that June 2nd was originally election day for New Jersey. So we were going to be closed for that. But because they pushed the primaries later, we will be in school on the 2nd. However, they took a day away from the end of the calendar, which unfortunately I'm drawing a blank on. I don't remember when our now last day of school is. I want to say the 22nd. I don't know. Maybe the 18th. I have no idea. I don't even speculate. But yeah, I don't see a reason why we would be off or back or in school Memorial Day. Not as if we should be having giant parties and barbecues. Normally, I would be going home to Pennsylvania to visit my family. My mom has a big Memorial Day party every year. It's upwards of 100 people. And then we have a big golf tournament the next day. That ain't none of it's happening. None of it's happening. So it's kind of upsetting. It's the first, she told me yesterday, it's the first time in 30 years that they haven't had the Memorial Day party, which is insane. We can quit that. But now that I've got some of you here, let me go back in real quick. 4B. Oh, Simi. Chocolate chip pancakes sounds delicious. And it looks like you're making from scratch. I've never made pancakes from scratch. I am not good with baking, and I guess you could argue that pancakes aren't really baked, but anything that involves like flour, or this is terrible because I love cooking, but exact measurements I don't tend to do well with because I always just want to ignore them. Normally when I cook, I just kind of go by feel and what I know will work well with, like, you know, how much of a certain type of ingredient, or I'll throw things together. And but these look good. And I always do pancakes. If I do pancakes, the rare times where I make them at home, I just kind of use like the Bisquick, the pre-made powders. And they never rise and get really nice and thick. But man, that made me hungry. Pancakes with Simi. Love it. And I'm excited to see that. And I wish I can eat them. And the benefit is then you get to eat delicious pancakes. See, there is a plus side. Ooh. I have no idea how the last day of school is going to be, Matt. I really don't. Normally, the last day of school for me is kind of weird because I'm setting up for graduation. So I'm not even, like, I'm in the building, but I'm in and out so quickly with my global club because we're normally moving video equipment up to the field or the auditorium to get set up for graduation. And so normally there's like a sub in my room most of the day. And it ends up being a laid back, like I'll throw a movie on or video games. One year we had like a Smash Brothers tournament in my class, so people kept coming in all day. So I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't. Beep boop pop. 100. Skadoosh. Take care of Evan's resubmission as well. Intermediate. Ba, 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 ba. All right, let's go update those grades. And that one was already good. Okay, cool. All right, folks, I'll probably go for another 5 to 7 minutes. Hasn't been any WeVideo questions yet today, which is okay. There'll still be an opportunity on Thursday to work alongside me or to get those questions in or troubleshoot together. So hopefully this means that we're not having any issues and that you guys are just moving along. Blessing's finished. Braden's apparently finished. So that's fantastic to see. I don't know why that's shared with me. That's weird. No, son, I need you to come back. Oh, look, I came back. Yay. Probably make the lighting on my webcam terrible, huh? Let's do another sweep while we're here. We'll work backwards. Let's see. No, okay. 3A. Nope. 2A. Nope. Grade's gonna stay. All right, gang, I'm going to begin to wrap up here as we're losing some folks in the chat. We've fallen silent. Haven't had any questions, but again, that's okay. So on Thursday, same type of setup. I will be here for any sort of questions, answers that you need in regards to WeVideo, the editing process, how-tos, demonstrations, things like that. So please, or if you missed a class and want to come and get caught up, then you can certainly do that as well, as I can move through WeVideo again if we need a little extra help. Our project will be due by the start of class on Monday, the 18th, which will allow us to start screening. There will be a reflection assignment at some point, either that class or the next, and then we will start to transition into some new materials. So I will see you Thursday if you've got questions and answers. If you were here today, thank you for checking in. I'm hoping that there was some help provided to the folks that needed it, and we will touch base again on Thursday. So enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and I will talk to you then. Alrighty, see you later.